2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Not Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hey Luke and Rich, I'm looking forward to treading the fairways again with these two because they were absolute fire the first time round, and I have a feeling that after their exchanges on social media, it'll be even more spicy out here.
Certainly looking forward to seeing how this rivalry plays out, Rich. Can't wait to see what sort of excitement that these two generate. Anywhere up on that dance floor would be nice. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Yeah, he's got just over 16 feet here.
This is a par putt. He's currently tied for third. And this is a lovely time of the broadcast to head down to our man on the ground, John McCarthy, who's been striding the fairways all week. What are we in for at Huckleberry Country Club?
Well, Luke, we are in the forest this week. We've got a nice inland course here at Huckleberry Country Club. That being said, there is room if you should miss the fairways. The forest doesn't really creep in like it does on some of the other courses on tour. The fairways tend to pinch in at the landing area quite a bit. Almost always a bunker combined with this pinching in of the fairway. So off the tee, got to be careful. Look out for the fifth hole, par 3 at almost 250 yards from the back tees. It's a monster. Things get more dramatic as you start the back 9 here. We have a big lake that starts to come into play on holes 11 and 12. Lots of different things to worry about on this course, but I think the players out there are going to have some fun with it this week. Let's see what happens.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. Now a par 5 hole awaits.
Nicely done.
Playing from around 230 yards. Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
That's a good putt to make that one. That's back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Currently 2 under for the day. Will he be able to get out of this one?
Yeah, this is not what they wanted. There might be a couple of hits here.
Great shot. Now heading over to Tiger Woods.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
And back to the course with the live action. Let's see if he can make this. Keep the par on the card.
Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
And the putt will go.
Shows that today or tomorrow.
Great display of resilience on this hole.
In the bunker with their tee shot, and that is a very good save.
And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. Let's see what happens here at the 5th. Looks like this one's going to the beach. This would be a great up and down from this spot. That's almost a gimme. Great chip.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
Nicely holed and for par.
That hole looks double the size for this player this week.
Currently a couple under for the event.
Pretty good shot there.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
He's looking at perhaps 175, I'd say.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. This one might need to sit. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
Was that a rush of blood? This putt about 11 feet in distance. Well done. Why don't we catch up with what Tiger Woods is up to?
He's going to want to improve on that current 5th spot.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Here at the Huckleberry Country Club, the 7th hole is a good par 4, measuring just under 450 yards.
Luke, with water down the right-hand side, most players are going to be taking a driver out and bailing down the left-hand side. Maybe something less to avoid that fairway bunker down there. Still a fairly generous fairway. From there, second shot plays downhill, about a half a club. Generous size green, bunkers kind of dotting all sides of it, but not overly difficult. I think you're going to see a fair amount of birdies here.
Why don't we catch up with our man in the hot seat, Tiger Woods?
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. We've reached the 8th hole. Well, good looking shot here. That's headed towards the green. Now heading over to Tiger Woods.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. Oh, just missed. Okay, let's get back to the action. Good chance this one, right on 6 feet. Oh, so close. Just a short putt remaining here. In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot. Teeing off now on the 9th hole. Quality shot, that one. And Rich, we talked about so much and we heard so many of them throughout the years. A Tiger roar just sounded different to any other roar on the golf course. Explain just the energy of that and what you endured.
Well, the Tiger roars usually involved about 35,000 folks, and any other roar was about 3,500. So that was already a massive difference. You just knew it. There's just an energy in the air. When you heard a roar go up, you immediately could tell whether it was Tiger or it was somebody else. And it all kind of depends on how you were affected by it. And I think that where a lot of players got into trouble was listening for the roars and listening what kind of roar it was. And when they let it into their head that it was a Tiger roar, then I need to do something better. I need to change it up real quick. And in fact, that's probably what hurt them more than anything else. But listen, when Tiger did something fantastic, everybody on the golf course knew it was him.
We've arrived at a par 5.
Already in first place, trying to make that margin larger.
That's tiny. Time for the second shot at the 10th. Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be inside the range there. Standing over this one, and it's a very long putt. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. Putting for birdie here. Always good to lead the bounce back category. That's a good stat. And that will take him to 2 under. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Well, this 11th hole, Rich, at the Huckleberry Country Club makes you feel like there's a chance to get a birdie on the card.
Absolutely. I love this tee shot. Plays straight downhill. You see a picturesque lake in the background right there. So it's always difficult to judge exactly how far your tee shot's going to end up. Lay it up just a little bit more than you think in order to avoid that water. Second shot continually downhill. Bunkers short and right of it. Not really going to come into play. Love this hole. Love the fact that birdie is a definite possibility.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. Ah, that's frustrating. Just 3 feet to the cup. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Why don't we catch up with what Tiger Woods is up to?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
That's a wonderfully played chip shot there.
Such soft hands.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. We have a par 3 on this one. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. You like that, didn't you? This putt will move them to 3 under par.
Little birdie look in here. Rolling end to end, this looking nice.
Why don't we catch up with our man in the hot seat, Tiger Woods?
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And at the end of that hole, he's gone into clear outright leader. Time to step on your tee shot here at this long par 4. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Well, I wouldn't mind hitting the shot, but I wouldn't fancy the walk up here. This is quite uphill.
Okay, Henny. What's he looking at with this putt?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
Just didn't drop. Big putt for par coming up. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert? Oh, that was pure. And here we are with the 3rd shot. He leads the field by a stroke. That was wonderfully done. Now heading over to Tiger Woods.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
That's outstanding. Mark that down on the highlight reel. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Trying to get it to 4 under with this putt. Ouch, that hurts. 3 feet to go here to the hole. The putt drops, and we're moving on. Now leading by 1 shot. Well, let's get amongst this 15th hole. Tee shot is looking good here. Rich, obviously, and we've joked about it a fair bit in this game, that you've been one of the rare players to take Tiger Woods down in his prime. But what was it like to play in the Tiger era and just how dominant he was?
It was simply amazing. You knew that each and every week that he showed up to a tournament, you better have your game ready to go, because you assumed that he was going to be firing at all cylinders. Because even when he wasn't, his game was still good enough to beat most everybody in those fields. You wanted him there because you always want to test yourself against the best. However, if you weren't playing very well, you're kind of fearful teeing it up because you just knew that your best at that moment in time wasn't nearly going to be good enough to beat Tiger no matter what he brought to the table. He made each and every player look at their game in a different way and try and dissect it in order to weed out anything that didn't really need to be worked on and got them more specific in the areas that they weren't good at. Their deficient areas, whether it's the short game, the driver, the iron play, whatever it is. But Tiger really made you take a long, hard look at your game and figure out where it's at because you knew that you had to be at your best to beat him.
Oh, he's been putting on a clinic all day. Another beauty by our leader.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. He sits in first position.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
Birdies aren't the order of the day here at the Huckleberry Country Club. It's a good par 3, measuring 207 from the back tees. Just hitting the greens. A good start, Rich.
It really is. I love how this green is designed, though, on this long par 3. Everything works back towards the center. It's all about distance control with this tee shot. Look, if you hit it the right distance, I promise you, you're going to have a really good opportunity to make a deuce.
Putting for a par now. You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. Why don't we catch up with what Tiger Woods is up to?
Birdied their last hole.
Oh, stop it. What a way to make your par.
And this is why you got to keep your foot on the gas at all times. These guys and girls are good.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. And a chance to ice the tournament here. Holding the lead, playing the last. Well, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader.
Really leaned on that tee shot. That went forever.
That might be one club too many. That's disappointing.
And missing it long with that approach, not a good leave.
Lining up here for a chance to win the tournament. And that'll do it. Holds it for the win.
Luke, the victories, winning never gets old, but this is getting out of hand, isn't it? Another victory on the season.
And Henny, it goes without saying that this player dominated their rival today.
Yes, Luke, no one could catch this player, let alone their rival.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now.